So good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Merci, merci. Bonjour tout le monde et re-bienvenue à Ottawa. Good morning, everyone, and welcome.
Bonjour tout le monde et re-bienvenue à Ottawa. Je suis très content de vous voir ce matin, c'est encore mieux. Et je suis content de vous encore plus nombreux que la dernière fois.
Après son immense victoire en juin, Richard Martel a finalement pris son siège à la Chambre des communes lundi. Now, I've been talking about Richard.
Et j'ai parlé de la victoire de Richard pendant tout l'été parce qu'on ne peut pas exagérer. Non seulement il a eu une grosse victoire, mais il a prouvé que le Parti conservateur sera la voix forte pour les Québécois lors de la prochaine campagne.
And of course,
Bien sûr,
welcome another new member to the team on Monday. J'ai été extrêmement fier d'accueillir une nouvelle membre dans notre équipe lundi. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest Conservative MP, the member for Aurora, Oak Ridge's Richmond Hill, Leona Alleslev.
Wow, thank you guys. Oh my goodness. Stop.
At ease.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Andrew. Wow. And my sincere thanks to all of you for immediately making me feel so welcome and valued. I am truly overwhelmed by the support I have received from not only the people in this room, but from my constituents and Canadians across our nation. Canadians who voted for the Liberals in the last election, but are as frustrated as I was that they have not delivered on the real change they promised. Canadians know that the world has changed dramatically in the last 3 years, and our country, especially now, needs strong federal leadership. Leadership is more than just saying what you think people want to hear. It's more than just acting in a position. Leadership is a vision with courageous action, and it is doing what is right, not what is easy. It means delivering foundational change to strengthen Canada's economy, to solidify our position on the world stage, and to create a Canada where people have confidence that tomorrow will be better than today. This leader, this party, and you are what we need now. Ever since I joined this team, my friends and colleagues across the aisle have used past emails and recordings to try to discredit me. It is unfortunate that they have chosen these tactics, but that is not my style, and I will not engage in that approach. There are good people in this House, in all parties, and I truly believe my former Liberal colleagues want what is best for Canada. However, over the last 3 years, there have been a number of significant actions and policy decisions that, taken together, made it impossible for me to continue to support the direction in which the Liberals are taking this country. I am proud to be part of our team. And together, we have the vision and the courage to do the real work to tackle the priorities of our time. Thank you.
So to make it official, so she can join our caucus today, we have got Leona's official membership in the Conservative Party of Canada. Wow, thank you so much, Leona. As she showed on Monday, and as she continues to show to Canadians, Leona is a remarkable member of Parliament. She is experienced, accomplished, principled, and courageous. Now, those things don't necessarily count much if you're a Liberal, but as Conservatives, we know them when we see them, and we know that Canada needs them too. Now, it is great to be back in Ottawa with all of you, and I think we learned something about Justin Trudeau and the Liberals this summer. His failure doesn't take time off. It doesn't go to the cottage and turn off its phone and relax on the dock with a cold beer. His failure never stops, it just keeps on failing. More and more Canadians are referring to the summer of 2018 as Justin Trudeau's summer of failure. Oui, pour Justin Trudeau, l'été 2018 a été l'été des échecs. Canadians know what you did last summer, Prime Minister. Vous avez échoué et échoué et échoué, et vous avez échoué davantage. You failed on border security. You appointed a minister with the words border security in his title, who has no responsibility for the file, thinking that that would somehow fix the problem. Well, it hasn't. Thousands of people are still crossing into Canada illegally, a situation your own immigration minister this summer called not sustainable. And that is after calling anyone else who dared ask questions about the costs or the lack of a plan un-Canadian, just for questioning him. Et nous avons appris il y a quelques semaines que votre gâchis à la frontière cause de sérieux délais pour les vrais réfugiés qui doivent fuir la violence et l'oppression. You failed on trade. You didn't pass the TPP in the spring, and you couldn't be bothered to interrupt your summer plans to come back and pass it when we asked for it this summer. Entre-temps, vous avez été mis à l'écart des négociations de l'ALENA alors que le Mexique et les États-Unis en sont venus à un accord. Meanwhile, you've been frozen out of NAFTA negotiations while Mexico and the United States worked out a deal without Canada at the table. You failed on jobs. We now know that more than 600,000 jobs are at risk of disappearing over the next 10 years because of your high taxes and failed economic policies. Vous savez que vos principaux compétiteurs font tout en leur pouvoir pour attirer des investissements et encourager la croissance, alors que vous faites tout pour les faire fuir. And speaking of which, you've failed on the carbon tax. 1 minute, you're talking about making polluters pay. The next, you're cutting special exemptions so that big companies, big emitters with powerful government relations experts will get exemptions of up to 90% of the carbon tax. Hard-working Canadian families will bear the full brunt of that. Every time the Liberals come up with a new tax, they always look at ways of exempting their friends and insiders. Conservatives always fight for hard-working Canadians who have to bear the brunt of those failed policies. We say if the carbon tax is so bad for big companies, it's bad enough for individuals and families. You say you're willing to fight the 2019 election on the carbon tax. We say, bring it on. We're ready for that fight. You failed on ethics. Another minister, another guilty finding. Your fisheries minister was busted for arranging an Atlantic surf clam fishing license for a company that didn't even have a boat. You know, we always try to predict what the Liberals' campaign theme might be for the next election. And I got to tell you, you know, a line I see more and more in the media that maybe they're trying to build this into a campaign narrative is, we are pleased to work with the Ethics Commissioner and accept her findings. That might be the new talking point for the next bit. Turns out the company that was awarded this lucrative contract was a family for more than one Liberal MP and also had a former Liberal MP on the executive. Now let's not forget Trans Mountain. Oh, how he has failed on Trans Mountain. Prime Minister, you approved a pipeline you had no intention of backing. Vous avez créé des règles de consultation que vous n'avez même pas suivies. And now you've paid $4.5 billion for a pipeline you can't even build. On Monday, you said in an interview that the court ruling that struck down the Trans Mountain approval was, quote, a really good thing. Say that to a welder or pipe fitter in Alberta who hasn't worked in 8 months. Say that to one of the 50 First Nations along the pipeline's route who support Trans Mountain and want to see it proceed so the people in their communities can have jobs. Say it to me and I'll tell you this, losing thousands of jobs and billions of dollars in investments is never a good thing. Perdre des milliers d'emplois, des milliards de dollars d'investissement n'est jamais très bonne chose. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a good time to be a Conservative in Canada because we're winning. We're winning on the issues. We're winning on the ballot box. We're winning on fundraising, and we're winning on the issues that matter. You know, I told a story during my speech in Halifax about a woman I met in New Brunswick who was just so sorry that she voted Liberal in 2015. And I'm reminded a lot about her in these days because I keep having that same conversation with more and more Canadians. More and more people stop me and grab my arm and say, you've just got to win in 2019, and I'm so sorry for voting Liberal in 2015. But remember, it's not their fault. Ils ont fait confiance en Justin Trudeau quand il disait qu'il allait aider la classe moyenne et faire croître l'économie et rendre le Canada plus fort sur la scène internationale. Et il a échoué. De plus en plus de Canadiens ont réalisé que le Justin Trudeau pour lequel ils ont voté et celui qu'ils voient présentement n'est pas le même. Middle-class Canadians are paying higher taxes. Canada's economy is driving away investment and growth. Our position in the world has never been weaker. Our relationship with our allies all around the world are worse off today than they were when Justin Trudeau took office in 2015. Canadians are worrying that tomorrow may not be better than today, that for the first time in decades, the next generation will have it worse off than the present generation. Their story is Leona's story, a story of misplaced trust in a prime minister and a party that has proven they just aren't capable of leading a great country and meeting the challenges of our time. La bonne nouvelle, mes chers amis conservateurs, est que nous bâtissons une équipe qui saura diriger notre grand pays et affronter les enjeux auxquels nous faisons face. So I said on Monday, when we welcome Leona into our Conservative family, if you supported Justin Trudeau and the Liberals, and you're angry or you're frustrated with the direction they have taken Canada, know this. You are both wanted and needed in the Conservative Party of Canada. We are building a team of exceptional individuals from all walks of life that is ready for the future and ready to lead Canada through it. This is the first week of the last 2 sittings of this Parliament. Conservatives will be highlighting our policies that will provide a better deal for everyone in the lead up to the next election. We have the ideas, we have the team. Let's get to work. We're ready to go. On y va, tout le monde ensemble. Thanks very much.